last week on Life's a Drag.
So tonight is the night, House of Blues, Sapphic Nights, and I am literally so excited.
Sapphic Nights, make some noise! Are you ready for a show? I think they're ready.
It's a night where the queer community can really just like party and be themselves.
I am walking in the back with Ava, and we like to catch up and kiki with each other before we head out onto the floor and mingle with everyone. For me, doing this full time as a career is just...
Yeah, I feel like...
You know what I mean?
Well, no, I feel like here in Boston,
it's hard.
It's hard and there's only so many spots.
Drag was like a hobby. It was something that I just wanted to do for fun. It was never something that I took too seriously, and it was never something that I could see myself doing as a full-time career.
So today I had a photo shoot with the legendary, the incomparable Eric Magnuson, and he is literally the best photographer for drag ever. So the photo shoot's over, we're done, but something's itching for me to tell Gigi. I have to tell her what Larissa said.
That's what I heard. Fuckable who is getting bookings out, Gigi.
That's just what...
Really?
And you know who said that? Larissa.
Just to clear the air, I don't sleep for bookings.
But that's okay, because I'm booked and blessed.
Hurt people hurt people. Gigi is steaming, bitch. One thing about Corey is she gonna kiki and she gonna spill the tea. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do, baby.
So tonight, my friend Lily is coming over just to like hang out, have a girls' night, and chill in my cute little, drag room.
So how are you feeling these days? I feel like I noticed that maybe things are a little off and wanted to check in.
Yeah, I mean the past week, not even week, past weekend, I just felt really depressed. You saw probably my close friends Instagram story. I don't even know where it came from. I feel like I've just been going through a lot and not processing it because I've just been constantly go. I never have downtime to think about it. And Sunday, Monday really just hit me like a train. But it really just hit me over the past week. I just felt mad depressed for no reason. I'm not really sure why. I think just going out too much, drinking too much, it just hit me at once. And I need to take a step back, talk to my friend about it, and just relax.
Do you feel like the drag life plays a part into maybe the drinking problems that you said you might have sometimes when it comes to intake on alcohol?
Yeah. I feel like drag does sometimes take a part with the drinking for sure. Because if you're in drag, you kind of just want to drink. It's kind of just they go hand in hand, unfortunately. Just when you're performing, you don't want to be completely stone cold sober performing because it's a lot of pressure sometimes. So yeah, I guess if I do drag a lot, weekend I'm drinking constantly, I guess, but not overdoing it sometimes.
What do you think triggered just recently or did?
I've actually been partying too much. Just I was out until 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. That's stupid. Why am I doing that? You know what I mean? I mean I had fun, but I shouldn't be out that late.
Yeah.
I woke up with my days ruined at 4 p.m. What do I do?
Right. I mean, obviously we all, act out in a certain way when there are things going on, and it's kind of our outlet. So I totally understand you, but I just want to make sure you you have people and we're here for you, because I'm obviously someone who's often going through stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to open up about your friend and stuff, or do you just want to
I don't even know what the root of the problem really is. I think it's many things are layered. Friends, drag, job, drinking. It's there's layers to it, and sometimes it just hits me at once, and it's a lot.
Totally. No, in the industry, that's the thing too. This industry can really get to you if you let it. It's like,
Yeah.
it can start affecting like even your life outside of the performance life, which is not ideal because then you almost get lost in the persona, and you also get lost in like the clubbing and you lose yourself essentially. And it's not easy. It's not your fault, but it just happens, you know?
Yeah. It's like obviously in drag I feel more like outgoing and confident. Especially like I'm like out at a bar or a club. I'm like, hey, like, want to buy me a drink, sir? They're like, yeah.
Right.
Like as a boy, I'm like, that would never like fly. I mean, not having a father in my life, I guess I don't think about often, to be honest with you, because I'm just too like busy to even stop thinking about that. But I'm sure deep down there is something in me that is sad about it. But I think so many of my friends have the same problem, so I have people to like talk to about it. Don't spill my wine.
I would be the one I fucking...
On my temper, Peter.
I feel like I would be the one to fucking like...
No, just look.
It would go
No,
flying. And this thing, she got a good bed.
I didn't pay for it. I don't know.
But yeah, I appreciate you. I think that you're intelligent in the emotional way. I feel like a lot of times in drag we can't be that way. We have to be very just happy all the time. But you know, I think it's healthy to do this. I think it's healthy to talk about the harder days so that we can get through those days easier. And you know, as someone who is always going through something and emotionally going crazy with like the hormones I'm on, I just feel like when I face my shit head on, it makes like next month a little easier. And I want to provide that for everyone. I don't want anyone to go through what I feel. Like I can handle it, but I feel like there's people not talking about it. And I want you to know like I'm here for you, and I know that it's not easy to open up, so thank you.
Of course, I appreciate that. Next time I'll just come across the hall and just...
Oh yeah, bang on that sparkly. my whole apartment's a hot pink fantasy.
I guess sometimes I just feel like I don't know where I am in life per se, and like what I'm doing. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I where I'm supposed to be in life? Yeah, sometimes I just have those doubts for sure. I'm sure everybody does, but sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy. But at the end of the day, I think about what I do have, and I'm very grateful for what I do have, which honestly is a lot. In the past 5 years, I've gained, fortunately. I feel good, I think, where I am right now, but I still want to continue to like grow and do better, obviously.
Just come here.
Keep up with this. If you know what's good, you'll be bumping this. Yeah, we have more fun and we just don't quit. And if they can't keep up, they be jumping shit. Cause I break it down for real. You don't even gotta brave you for every meal. Fast, chill, laid back, no stress. So clean, never ever make a mess. Oh yes, yes, yes. We be living it up. They be coming to the city just to show us love. Really feel it, then join the club. You can seal the deal, kid, and have some fun. Can you keep up with this? You know that we hitting and we never miss.
So I am headed to blend with this little cutie by my side, Shakaran, my baby, and I'm excited to see all the girls and, you know, just have a drink with everybody and, you know, make sure we're all good, because at the end of the day, we're all sisters and we're just a big, fat, happy family at the end of the day. So we're ready to party, we're ready to wrap this thing up and maybe suck some dick at the end of the night. Who knows?
Come on. Yeah, let's get it started now. Just can't get enough. Let's get it started singing.
So we're at Blend. We're here to have a little final kiki with the girls. I am so excited to see my sisters for like one last little tour.
May we make a toast or a cheer?
You know, I'm a sober girl. That's my water.
I love that.
really drink. I've changed. But
Oh, she's a lightweight.
Cheers to new beginnings.
Cheers to new beginnings.
To good friends. And good fortune.
Yeah. And now that we're all here, I just wanted to note, who said that I was fucking for bookings? Because I heard around town Gigi Glam was the one fucking and sucking for a booking. I just want to know how I was thrown into it. That's my question, babe.
So, I was sick for most of that half of the season, and at the restaurant, I did hear that you said that I was fucking and sucking for bookings, and I want to know where your source is.
Question, which restaurant?
Ghost Pepper.
Ghost Pepper.
Because I wasn't in attendance, and that's where I heard that it came from.
So Larissa starts going and she's like, oh, I wonder who was saying that I was fucking for bookings. I remember someone said it, but I forgot. Baby, here, it was me. I don't know why she acted like she forgot it was me. It was me.
No, it was brought to my attention from multiple people at Ghost Pepper.
Okay.
Not about you, about me and her that we fucked for bookings. It wasn't about you. I had heard it was really the tea was you fucked for bookings, but I didn't bring that up.
Who brought that up?
Until today.
Oh, okay.
So
I heard it was.
So I'm just gonna sell out the source?
Yeah.
Honey, a lady never told.
Okay. I just don't feel like.
How do you resolve it? Yeah, so you
But
can resolve it.
my question is, it wasn't answered. Who said I fucked for bookings? Because I believe it was you or it was you that brought that.
I said it.
Oh, it was you. Okay. I knew it was y'all three at the Ghost Pepper when we met up. It wasn't you, it was Corey.
No, I didn't say
No,
that.
you didn't say that. It was Corey then.
Yeah, I made it up for fun.
Oh.
I told you about okay, let me think. Hold on, because I'm a mastermind. This is what I do. I knew if I made it up, the truth would come out eventually, and then you would speak some truth, and you did. So now the question I hear is, who is saying Gigi fucking the booking?
Yeah.
And so, who is she fucking?
And I would
like to fuck her.
Mama, I didn't hear from nobody that you fuck for bookings, bitch. I just used your own fire against you, ho. I was like,
Okay.
Gigi wasn't there, so I'm just gonna throw Gigi under the bus now.
Okay.
If you can stoop that fucking low, you need to look inside yourself and fix yourself.
That's all you have to say, because I was like, I don't think it's fair that you're using somebody's real life, because some people really do fuck for bookings.
I mean, and some people fuck for a check. I've done it, so there's no shame in sex work here, girl.
I tell her that I was making the lie. Oh, now all of a sudden she's like, well, I was lying too. Yeah, it was just a joke. I don't know. I forgot. See, that's what happens when you get got. Okay? You mess with the kingdom, baby, you gonna get got.
So I think I was more upset that I was like, oh, she's really talking about that when this is people's real life sometimes.
Oh yeah, fully. Full transparency.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just a little bit of a miscommunication.
Okay.
I don't think anyone likes to be called out their name, so certainly not myself.
Yeah.
So no one fucked for bookings?
No.
I guess not.
Did you? Have you?
Well, if I did, the check clear.
Come on, this
You
bitch.
know?
No one's
Has played. Has played.
No one's fucking for bookings, but we're all sucking metaphorical cock for bookings here.
Yes.
We all have to.
Mother
we all have to,
plane.
you know,
Mother plane.
give somebody a hand job under the table for a booking.
A little, yeah.
Theoretically.
Just a little bit of a footsie moment, you know, kind of.
Yeah, we have to kiss. We've all had to kiss some ass for bookings.
Absolutely.
I think Corey making up that Larissa slept for gigs or that was like the word on the street is hilarious to me. Corey can do no wrong in my eyes. I love that bitch. She's a funny girl and, you know, she can make up any rumor about me, bitch. And at the end of the day, I would just laugh it off.
Yeah. Just don't be late. I'll stop being late when you stop, bitch. As I arrive late,
So I'm sitting here drinking my Poland Spring. Out of nowhere, Larissa's bringing up. Ooh, that's a a big allegation to be talking about.
I think it was wildly inappropriate to do and not okay to talk about, and I literally physically had to walk away because I thought it was so inappropriate and uncalled for to do.
Yeah, that was pretty sickening.
He was just mad that I said don't be late, and she was just saying a bunch of like slanderous things towards me and just hitting below the belt. And it just, honestly, I didn't pay any mind to it. I was just like, girl, don't be late.
So Larissa asked to talk to me outside, and I agreed to do so.
So let me just start by saying I truly never meant to throw you under the bus. I kind of was in this feeling of, okay, this has been going on for a while in my brain. Why did anyone say that I fuck for bookings? Because I've been in this industry 6-7 years. No, I'm not a porn star. I have been in this industry 6-7 years, and I've never done anything like that just for a booking. You know, I've busted my ass from the bottom to the top where I would consider myself, and I kind of like drew that back onto someone else, you know, and I didn't know it was even you that had said anything. I just threw your name out there just out of anger, and I just want to apologize for that, because I don't think that's a reflection of who I am. I just was angry, and I do want to say I'm sorry, because when that was said about me, you know, you just kind of get this feeling of like, what the fuck, who would say that? Like,
well, I took it personally because there has been a rumor prior to this that like that was the case.
Because we've worked together, and I don't want us to deal with this in the real world. We work together.
But there was a rumor that was like that prior, so that's why I took it very personally, because I'm like, yo, like, and even on the show.
And you didn't hear originally who that came from at all?
I do, but nobody here that it wasn't anybody here or anything. So I was like, oh, now it's getting to her, right? Like now it's
exactly. It's like the rumor wasn't dead. It was still going.
And then I'm also like, even during the show, and you can ask when we were at Temptation Tuesday, ask Iris. I said literally nothing but nice things about you, and so I was like, even behind your back, I wouldn't even say something like that. But I just wouldn't do that, even when you're not in the room. So I just was like, oh, like
she just wants to apologize for saying that I sleep for bookings and that it was just kind of like a thing that she just did, right? It was just something that came out her mouth. I accept the apology, and it is, I will say, it just kind of, it is what it is. Again, Larissa is a kind girl. She's a sweet girl. It's one of those things where I forgive you, but I will never forget the situation.
It needs to be a little bit publicized, you know. It was a little bit fucked up for me to just go ahead and throw your name out there, so I'm sorry.
Love you, baby.
I love you too. Book me soon, and I'll book you. I already booked you, bitch.
I'm waiting to be at the Biltmore.
Oh, we'll have to work that out.
Oh, you've been at South multiple times.
We can suck his dick, the Biltmore guy.
For a booking.
For a booking.
Love you. Love you too, baby.
I love you so. Love you.
Love you.
Cheers to sisterhood.
Oh my God.
I know that it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah. But I know that it feels good.
Life as a drag queen in New England is just, it's so much fun. Not just in New England. Life as a drag queen in general is so much fun. I love the art of drag and the art of expressing yourself and your femininity, or either it's your drag king who's expressing their masculinity. Doesn't matter. Drag is an art form for everybody, and it is open to anybody who wants to do drag.
But I know that it feels good. Yeah, it feels good.
I mean, doing drag to me is my passion. For so long, I felt like I didn't have something I was passionate about, and this to me is like what I love. It's hair, makeup, fashion, performing, music. It's like all in one, and it's to me my favorite things. So, and I love it so much. Sometimes it's draining, it's hard, obviously. It has ups and downs, but at the end of the day, it's what I want to do with my life. Yeah, I love it so much. I don't know where I'd be without drag, honestly.
Might let it all come out. Think I'll keep you
there are a lot of people nowadays that want to just come into the drag space and start doing drag. And I feel like oftentimes it doesn't come from a truly genuine place of, you know, wanting to pursue drag as an art form and a way of life. You know, I feel like for them it's just sort of, you know, a stint, and they don't have the talent, the passion, or the skills for it. And, you know, I think that instead of trying their hand at drag, they should maybe, you know, wisen up and, you know, invest their efforts into something that could actually maybe generate an income for them, because a lot of these people, you know, they're very destitute and poor. And, you know, drag just, you know, it's not, if it's not for you, then it's just, how are you gonna survive off of it? You won't be able to generate the same income as somebody who really takes it seriously. So, you know, that's how I feel.
Just fucking be proud of the people. Like, we are all doing this, and it's fucking hard, and it's a lot of fucking work. Give fucking people grace. Nobody wants to fucking get off their ass and work.
Can't seem to get you out my brain. I think it's just what I need.
Life as a drag queen is definitely kind of like a Hannah Montana scenario. You get the best of both worlds, babe. You definitely see how different people treat you it's definitely an eye-opening thing to see how different people treat you when they realize that you do drag, and when they realize who you are in boy as opposed to, you know, in drag. But I mean, drag has definitely changed my life.
I can't get enough. Don't care where this takes us, 'cause I can get enough. I can get enough.
Ever since I was little, I knew I was going to be a star. I knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know how I would bring that to the forefront. And drag is, at least for me, the vessel of how I communicate with people. So I know that, like, I'm gonna be a star, but if you just see like some random dude walking around, what's the star quality in that? You know what I mean? So I feel like drag is like, it's the vessel of my stardom. And I know that the way I'm going now, it's gonna take me where I need to go.